Happy New Year everybody. I hope you had a lovely Christmas or whatever you did during the holidays. I should probably address the hair before I get tons of concerned comments. I had a whole week of bad fringe and it was just either stringy and made me look really chavvy, or it just stuck out, or it was flat and in my eyes. At that point I thought, I have to cut my hair off immediately. And there's just this impulse. I pushed it down a bit and I ignored it, and then suddenly I was doing something the night before Kira and I were about to go to a huge shopping centre and take advantage of some sales, and I suddenly snapped and decided that I had to get my hair cut the next day. I had to do it. I'm one of those impulsive people. When I get an idea in my head, I actually have to just do it right away, and I feel so much better now I've cut my hair off. So I cut it off and I love it. I feel like I'm home. My hair before was really fine. Well, my hair is fine, but because it was so long it was just limp as well. So I just had this limp, fine kind of, I'm gonna say Denise's description, dead prostitute hair on my head, and it wasn't very good. So I'm gonna get on with the haul video. I'll show you a couple of things that I got for Christmas. Not everything, because I don't think you want to see my half-eaten packet of Jelly Belly jelly beans. That's just pointless. But for Christmas from my parents I got Prada Eau Ambrée. This is quite a weird perfume actually. The first time I smelled it I was quite surprised because it didn't smell anything like I remember it smelling when I smelled it in the shop. According to this, I'm just reading off in French, so some of the words kind of escape me because they're all about perfume notes. It has notes of patchouli and mandarin, and it kind of dries down to this really powdery spiciness. Like the warmth is still there, but it's quite powdery on the dry down on me. Overall, I really like it. They couldn't have overcharged more for the tiniest bottle in the world though, I'll tell you what. From my brother I got the Chloé Eau de Parfum. This is beautiful, very feminine, very rosy. It almost reminds me of YSL Parisienne, but this is more rose rather than violet being dominant. So the next thing, oh, I had a bit of a Becca splurge. I should probably mention that. I love Becca products and I can't resist. If there's a sale on, I have to get a Becca product. So I got a few more Becca products. The Becca website had a 20% off or 25% off sale, which I thought was a pretty good deal. So I picked up a couple of these beach tints, and I got one in watermelon, which is this reddy looking one, and one in guava, I think. The point is that the tubes aren't labelled, so I can't exactly remember if it's guava or grapefruit, but I'm pretty sure it's guava. These are kind of water resistant blushes and lip products, and they are really lovely. They blend really easily, but they give a really kind of sheer see-through jelly flush. It's really beautiful, and they actually smell like the fruit that they're supposed to represent in the colour. So this one does smell like watermelon and this one does smell like guava. Well, ideally, I hope. I also got something else from Becca, and this was because I'd saved up enough loyalty points on a particular website. I redeemed my points with extra money on a Becca cream blush, and this is Wild Orchid, and this is just beautiful. It's like a mauvey purplish pink, and it's so beautiful, and it just gives me that kind of healthy cold air kind of flush, just really pinkish and beautiful. And slightly bruised, and it's just lovely. The quality is amazing, the pigmentation is beautiful. I love Becca products so much. 5-second fluff break. The next thing I got, actually I got this at the very beginning, probably at the end of November, which you've probably already seen, but I did get Nars blush in Sin, and this is just beautiful. It's one of those blushes which I would always walk past because it doesn't look very interesting in the pan. It's kind of like it's a murky plum colour with a bit of gold shot through it, but when you put this on the cheek it's just lovely. Just give this kind of almost slightly bruised, slightly pinkish, purpley colour, and I have to say this is just a beautiful plum blush, and I will probably wear this all year round. So I've got a couple of little palettes to show you. I saw these the other day when we were shopping and they were a pretty good deal, so I picked up a couple of them. And it's the Mercier. I think they're called the Petite eye palettes, and I got one in Smoky Mauves, and got one in Smokey Neutrals. And these are really, really cute. I like that they're really tiny and I can just chuck them in my makeup bag. I've got everything I need. I've even got an eyebrow colour because this brown colour here would be alright for my eyebrows anyway. So I really, really like these. I like that they come in a kind of a self-contained set. I think they're really, really sweet. Okay, and then had an indiscretion on eBay. Something pushed me. I think it was Claire's video, and Claire is Ickle Pixie with a number on the end, but I can't remember, so I'm gonna link her. But basically, if you're not subscribed to Claire, you should be, because she knows everything about everything. She's just, I love that girl. This is the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. I love this. These are really pigmented. The only shade that I probably won't use is this greeny colour, but I have to say my favourite colour is this kind of bronzy peach, I guess I would call it, warm peach, and this weird kind of taupey colour at the moment, and that brown at the bottom is beautiful. So I absolutely love this. I also picked up the Silent Treatment Trio, and this I love. You can tell by the fact that there's no more writing left on this bottom shade, which is the most beautiful taupe in the world, how much I love it. However, in my palette, this shade here, the brow bone shade, is virtually unusable. However, other people have said that theirs works great and it's perfect, but mine is just absolute mess. But absolutely love this colour. Bought it for this colour alone, unashamedly. It's lovely. Another thing I bought was Lush Big shampoo. It was kind of an impulse purchase. I kind of felt like my hair was really flat when it was really long, so I thought I would try out this Lush shampoo that everyone was talking about, and it seemed to be all over the blogs, so I thought I'd give it a go, and I really like this. It smells kind of weird though. It's like a gritty, almost like it feels like a salt scrub that you just use on your skin in the shower, but it foams up really, really well, and it actually has sea salt in it, so I wouldn't use it every day. I'd probably use it twice a week at most, at the very most. But it's, the thing I was really disappointed with this was because I thought that Lush products were a bit more natural, and the second ingredient is sodium lauryl sulfate, which, if you didn't know, is one of the foaming ingredient in shampoos and shower gels and whatever. So I was kind of confused by that inclusion. I mean, I guess they needed to foam, but I thought that Lush were kind of championing the whole natural thing, so I don't know. But I love the shampoo, and I kind of like the smell as well. I'm getting used to it. I really like the way it makes my hair really big, really, really clean. It's really deep cleansing, and it just makes my hair kind of fluffy and big and soft. So I'm happy with that. I did get a couple of nail polishes. My first one being Model's Own Mystic Mauve. It's like a lilac foil metallic polish, and it's so pretty, and every time I put it on, it's kind of like OPI Princess's Rule. This is a colour that I would very rarely buy for myself, but for some reason Princess's Rule by OPI and this Model's Own Mystic Mauve just they make me smile when I put them on. I just love them. I really hate Model's Own polishes. I really hate their smell, and they don't wear at all well on me, but for some reason I just couldn't resist this colour. Way back in November I bought a No. 7 Stay Perfect nail colour, and I have to say this is one of the worst nail polishes I've ever got, because it says Stay Perfect, and I thought, Stay Perfect, that means it's going to wear a long time. Chipped within the first day. It's called Grey Matter, and it's a really deep kind of blackish grey, but it's also a bit of blue in it. And the reason I bought this was because it really looked very similar to one of the Nars Autumn Winter collection nail polishes, which I think was called Gallion. Then I took it out the shop and saw it in daylight, and it's not the same, and I was upset. Next things, I was given quite a few gifts this month by lovely people. I did a swap with Holly from Yummy Mummy Beauty Blog, who is lovely. If you're not subscribed to her on both her blog and her YouTube, you should be. But I mentioned on one of her videos that she looked absolutely lovely in the lipstick that she was wearing, and she said she had a spare one, she would give it to me. So I swapped her a bottle of my precious Bioderma for a beautiful, beautiful lipstick. So she sent me Very Cherry, which is this I-Pout lipstick by New CID. I've got to say, on a side note, I don't do the light, I don't hold with the whole light thing. It just kind of reminds me of a rocket. It's like, yeah, I don't do that, but this is such a beautiful shade. It's like a kind of burgundy red, but it slips really easily over the lips. Obviously it requires quite a lot of reapplying, but it wears really easily and I just love it. It barely left my handbag. I did a Secret Santa with the girls. If you don't know who I'm referring to when I say the girls, I mean everyone that you saw in my Christmas video, which I'll link below, because they were all lovely ladies. And Kelly, I ended up getting Kelly's Secret Santa, and she got me some really lovely things. She got me this Accessorize merged blusher, and this is in Scandal. I was trying to figure out what kind of shade this is. It's kind of peachy pink, but also there's kind of a dusky nature about it. It's really pretty, and I really like these blushes. They're really good quality. And she also got me a Fashionista eyeshadow, which is not a brand that I've actually tried. I think they're available in Superdrug, but it actually really reminds me of Satin Taupe. So it's actually pretty pigmented. It's really nice to blend and use. So I guess it's a bit more warm than Satin Taupe, but it's a beautiful eyeshadow. And then she got me this Liquid Lipshine by NYC. And this isn't a brand of lip gloss I've actually tried. It's in Brighton Beach Peach, which I thought was really cute. It looks like a really nice lip balm. I really like the applicator because it's kind of got some bend to it. It smells kind of like candy floss or something, I don't know, something sweety and fruity. But it's a really beautiful peach colour, which I think is going to be really nice in summer. And then the amazing Claire, who I probably already mentioned, I can't remember now, this video is taking ages to make because I have so much stuff to show. She had a spare blush that she wanted to give me, so we kind of arranged a sort of swap. She sent me this Daniel Sandler Watercolour Crème Rouge or Cream Rouge blusher, and it's in Soft Peach, and it's so lovely. It's like a cream blush, but it kind of takes a little bit of warming up before it will release much pigment, and then you blend it in and it just blends to this very sheer kind of diaphanous flush. Very beautiful, lasts all day. It's basically the solid form of the watercolour blushes. It just gives that very sheer beautiful flush which just lasts all day. These are really nice. It's probably not a product I would have tried as well because I'd heard so much about the watercolour blushes. She also sent me a nail polish in Ski Teal We Drop, which is by OPI, and I kind of like this shade because it's not green and it's not blue. I'm one of those people that doesn't really wear green or blue nail polishes because they just don't look, they look sickly on with my complexion. So this is kind of one of those colours that I actually really like because it's kind of like almost a petrol blue teal kind of colour. She sent me a few other goodies as well, but in order to make this haul a little bit less long, I'm not going to mention all of them. Finally, I got a lipstick from the new MAC collection, and I bought a lipstick from Daphne Guinness. Now this is the lipstick I'm wearing, and it's one of the Pro Longwear Lipcrème and it's Red Dwarf. So I really like this colour. It's kind of like a plummy, it's kind of like a really subtle plummy red. I don't really know how to describe it because it's not really a colour that I've seen very often, but it comes out quite a nice kind of muted red, I would say, on me. The thing that I will say about this is that it's definitely not long wearing on me. It wore off within about 2 hours, and when I apply it I get this kind of tacky feeling. Wasn't expecting that from this lipstick. Applies really smoothly and creamily, but there's no denying that I have a kind of tacky feeling across my lips right now, and it's not doing anything to keep it on longer either, so it's kind of disappointing. I got a couple of pairs of shoes from Kurt Geiger in the sale, and I also had an Elle gift card which came with a magazine for £20 off, so I think I did quite well. The only problem is I'm not sure if I'm keeping all of the shoes, and they're both exactly the same style. So I've been looking for a pair of black wedges for the longest time, black wedge quartz to wear with jeans, but the point is that I want them to be kind of suede effect and I don't want them to be too high, and these are probably the optimum height. I don't really like really high shoes because I just start walking badly and they give me blisters and it's painful. So these are by Miss KG, which I'm guessing is like the teenage range for Kurt Geiger, I'm guessing. I really love the style of these. The only problem is that they are really hard, and I'm not sure if it's that kind of wearable innable level of hard. I think they've surpassed that, and I think they will just give me blisters for the rest of my life if I keep them. I have found a similar pair of shoes that I really, really loved from a different company, so I've ordered those to kind of compare which ones are softer. But they're a bit high, so that's the reason I ordered these, and they just gave me blisters walking around for about 10 minutes in them yesterday. However, the ones I definitely will be keeping were these. These are the grey version, and oh, I love these. I don't know why. These are just beautiful. I just can see myself wearing these with a pair of black jeans and a black blazer and a grey silk top, even though I can't find any of these things at the moment. I love these. These will not be going back. These were £35 in the sale, so these were a pretty good deal, but these were full price, so I'm not sure for £75 if I want to keep them. But I absolutely love these grey ones. They're just... Oh. So that was pretty much everything, and that was a lot of stuff actually. Hopefully I'll be able to get my favourites video filmed soon. I've also been planning a makeup collection for the longest time because everyone has been asking and I never ever get around to doing it. So my next video will be my favourites and then my makeup collection. Hopefully you will have a good day, everybody. I've got like the biggest ton of studying to do, but I want to try and fit some time in to make a video. Have a lovely day, everybody, and I'll see you soon, hopefully.